All right, so I want to give you an example, and I'm just going to change the numbers for number 12 on the quiz. So it's going to sound the same, but it's going to have different numbers. That way we can kind of see what we're doing. So the question states, Natalie wants to make goodie bags for her birthday. She has, and this is where we're going to change it, 24 stickers and 18 pieces of gum. What is the greatest number of goodie bags Natalie can make? Again, these are different numbers, so you'll have to solve it on your own, but the different numbers are here for me to be able to give you a hint. So there's some things that we have to keep in mind when we're talking about word problems for greatest common factor or word problems for least common multiple. And these, I like to call them hint words. And the hint words are usually in the last line or last sentence of the question. So if I read the last sentence of this one, it is, what is the greatest number of goodie bags Natalie can make? And so words that kind of sound like they're making things bigger, so in this case we have greatest, are always greatest common factor problems. If it seems like it's making it smaller, that's always going to be a least common multiple problem. Now, so again, the numbers that I picked are 24 and 18. So we're going to solve this because it says greatest number, and here is my hint word, greatest. That tells us that we're doing a greatest common factor. So I'm going to say that we can pull out a 3 of both 24 and 18. And I know that 8 times 3 is 24, and I know that 6 times 3 is 18. Now, looking at this, I know that both of these are even numbers, so I have to keep going. Remember, if it's even, you can always keep going. So I'm going to add another layer, and because they're even, I'm going to try 2. Okay. I know that 8 divided by 2 is 4, and I know 6 divided by 2 is 3. And there's nothing that I can do to both of these numbers, so I got to stop. But because this is a greatest common factor problem, I have to know, am I using everything on the outside, or am I just using what's on the left? And greatest common factor, it's always just what is on the left, okay? And then you got to multiply. So I have to say 3 times 2 is 6. That's my greatest common factor. So for this example, which is really, really, really close to the problem that you have on number 12, but different numbers, I would say the greatest number that she can make is 6. So you're going to use this information and you're going to solve it the same way, just using your own numbers.